But hey, it's been a while. I've been a little busy, but I can at least do this because yes. So hopefully this comes out. But the bounce pad is here, and I already saw it. It's a little late because I don't have a lot of time in my hands right now. But I was able to look in the community, and there's a couple of things I'm looking forward to. Unfortunately, I don't have every unit here anyways, so it's not like I can test them. So probably not gonna get every video on it because I don't have her. I have her, but who's realistically who's using her? But this one here, this is the buff I'm waiting for, right? Now you're gonna see it. If you haven't seen it already, then if you've seen it already, then you should know what I'm talking about. But otherwise, I'll walk you through it. And one of the biggest things, which is freaking huge, is they finally decided to go edit constellations. And this means that they're testing the waters, and meaning we can see units in the future. Like, I mean, when you see the rage buff, right, this affects Teiyu, Mort. Of course, they don't care. Mort doesn't care about attack, but the speed is definitely important. A Tywin has the speed buff from the rage buff, so this getting buffed is pretty huge. You're gonna see it later on once again. And of course, the constellations, this means stuff like Mort or people like Teiyu who have not so good multiplier. They can probably get some bonus stats elsewhere, which can help them out. So let's get to it. So Low Queen Charlotte, basically she got stats. Her S3 now has extinction, and she has crit chance. This means you don't need to run crit chance set anymore. You can run yourself a defense set, make her more tanky, give her more damage, and do you, whatever you prefer. Which is kind of really great, because of course it's easier to get defense than crit chance. Crit chance is a little bit hard. That means you can run like a 2-piece defense set, 2-piece HP set, get yourself some bulk. And that is also a Blix extinction. You can run down Abyssal U Fiends, absolutely nuke them into oblivion, and they will never come back. You can do this to McKen's, they'll never come back. I mean, it's mostly U Fiend because she's rocking Abyssal Ground, but hey, you can delete them and they won't come back. So that's really great. I think it's a good buff for Charlotte. Nothing too much, but it was enough, you know what I mean? Next up is Tomoka, and this buff practically just enables her to fight into Politis, which is really great. I mean, not for me, because I'm gonna die in this unit, but hey, I guess she's gonna see more play now. I don't think this buff is really huge. It just allows her to see a bit more play. They changed her soul burn to her S3 so she can increase damage out. She already hit like a truck before, so I do wonder how much the soul burn is going to do. Otherwise, her barrier now has a self barrier as well, which can help with survivability. I don't know how much that matters, to be honest, because I mean, if you're playing her the way she's supposed to be played, this will seem like an aggressive team. So usually you might not need this, but it means you can run a more damage artifact as well with and not use Dignus Orb. Now once again, her S3 already hit like a damn truck, and this has a soul burn for 10 souls on the S3 to increase damage. So wow, holy. Now Rana also got tiny buffs, but those tiny buffs are actually pretty good for her. Notably, she no longer has like a ramping S3, which is good because, I mean, let's be honest here, you're probably not using this S3 twice in the match. And if you even do use it twice, it just doesn't make sense, right? You're probably not using this twice. And it also has a Dispel, which is actually really huge. More tools for the cleavers. Say your turn 2 without saying your tier 2. But also another pretty huge thing is how her passive can be activated multiple times outside of her turn, which at first I didn't catch it, which is why also doing looking around the community to get this information, because I wasn't thinking about it and I completely slipped my mind. But one of her biggest counters is combat readiness. You can quite literally just slam Politis and completely counter her passive, and I completely forgot about that. I was like, because I don't run into her often, right? So with Abyssal, U Fiend, and Politis, they can quite like completely shut down this passive by 50%. So meaning she, although Although, like, yeah, it's 50%. Afterwards, she's just gonna be stuck there. Like, she's just gonna be stuck at 50%, and she's gonna slowly climb up, like really slow. So with this in mind, now you can play into Abyssal Euphine, and well, not both. If it's both Poultice and Abyssal, you're not gonna be able to move. But if it's just one of the two, then your foremost unit needs to take 2 turns for her to come up, which is not bad. I mean, obviously, it's you don't want to play into those units, but it allows her to play into them, right? But you'll be at a slight disadvantage. That's all. Clarissa got some quality of life for PV. If she defeats the enemy, she gets back her cooldown. Cool. I don't know if that's going to affect, and she has increased damage, which is pretty nice for Wyvern. I don't know if it's really going to make it worse, like, because it resets the cooldown, but it looks pretty good. No, actually the defense break is still there. Oh yeah, they increased the defense break. Or was that always like that? I don't know if that was always like that, but I think the defense break is increased. Now, here's my favorite part of the patch, and I think this is going to be huge. Because Clurry has a really fast turn cycling. So this means that you can sit here. Like, think about it. You hate Lulacar. You just hit her. You take C. Lilius, you dual attack with her, you just nab Lulacar. She loses focus. Freaking Abyssal, maybe she gets one when you hit her though, so maybe not. But Lionheart, right? You S3, S2 with Lilius or Laya. You duel into Lionheart, she activates, you nab her with Clurry, she can't S3. And when Clurry takes a turn, you can S3 Death Break Provoke, and if your DPS is right behind, that unit is deleted. And when Clurry takes a turn, she heals your team. And if you heal above max, you get a tiny barrier. I don't know, man. This unit seems kind of good. I don't know. She doesn't seem bad. So I wonder why she's just really underplayed. So this is gonna bring her back up, and it's gonna be quite interesting. Like, the biggest reason why resource reduction was not really highly used right now is because it's only on a S3. Like, Vanellope and Zahak both have it on like a skill cooldown, like attack, right? So you use it, and that unit is probably it's only gonna like set them back if it's like Abyssal or Candy or Bologna. They're gonna get it back, and you're not gonna be able to push them back any further, and you're probably still gonna die. But for Clurry, since it's on their S1, you will be just nabbing back. You're just be nabbing your fighting spirit like chunk, chuk, chuk, chuk. You're gonna be chipping down their focus like chuk, 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 and then yeah, there you go, boom, done, boom, done. They're out, Rylet, chip, 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 chip. No S3, chip, chip, chip. No S. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyways, Victoria's flag. This is huge. This makes it a lot more usable in general senses, right? Because let's be honest here, this is for freaking like hunts, or like expedition. That's the only way you can use this. Now this is generalized, but it only works on RGB units, but it's still generalized, so you can use it in more forms of content. Here's what I was talking about, the rage buff. The attack increase doesn't do much for sure. Some of the people who have the rage buff, I know Clarissa has a rage buff and she got buffed this patch, so maybe she's gonna do a lot more damage, have a lot more speed. But for Tywin and Taeyu and Mort, the speed buff is huge for them. For Taeyu, the attack buff is just gonna edge a tiny bit more damage for him, which is pretty nice. And then we have all the base stat changes here, right? So for the Leo mages, a little bit more crit chance. Nothing much here, just a little bit more crit chance effects. Ludwig, his MO, and his green counterpart, Melissa, and Roy. Helps the gear score a bit. Also, we have Misty, increases her attack a tiny bit, a little bit more crit chance. for Virgo mages, they have an increase in base speed, so like on Quirk are a bit faster. Sorry, I was trying to see if I missed something. Like on Quirk are a bit faster. It's only 2 speed, so nothing too huge, but same base stat as Seabull is now. Tomoka and Vivian now have a speed increase. Now I'm not too sure about this. Only for Vivian. For Tomoka, great. For Vivian, I have my team speed tune right now, Brody. I don't know if this is gonna mess up my speed tuning for Banshee. I don't want to fix that. It takes me way too long to fix it. For Carrot, speed increase, always great. For Pisces, mages in general, health, HP increase, speed increase, and a health increase. So that puts Ocelots at 117, drops his crit chance, which is okay. Who cares? He's a support, and it increases his bulk, which is honestly also maybe doesn't matter in the case of Ocelots. For PvP, you're probably just going giga fast on speed, but for PvE, you might want a tiny bit of bulk, so this helps him survive. And Gerardo, which I mean, I don't use him, but he used to be a meme back in the day, but his health is increased as well. So honestly, I think this is a pretty good balance patch. It's really great. And I can't wait for Chloe, because I'm going to be spamming her. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, I stream on Twitch on Thursdays and Fridays, so at least if you don't see me upload a video, I'm probably live there. So yeah, check me out there. Bye!